Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing journey. So today we're at Kuori. Between episodes, I did grind up on the cottage cheese dough and pea porridge that we bought. We only got to 42.1% bait harvesting, so lower than I expected, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And then I also bought a bunch of flies and some size 24 hooks. So spent quite a bit of silver really, because hooks were 60 and I had to buy 300 flies, which we'll use them. I'm not too worried about that. So I'm sitting over here on the quay, the quay, whatever you want to call it. And when I first came over here, I saw a bunch of schools of fish in the area. So that's part of why I started here. I've got a fly at 1 meter on the left stick, and I've got a worm on the right stick. And you just saw the first float fish I've caught. On the bottom rod, I've got that cast way out into the deep hole with a night crawler on it. Hoping for burbot. That's probably going to be more of an evening, nighttime catch, but we'll see. Don't really know what to do with that here. I honestly don't know a lot of what I'm doing today. I have not done a whole lot of float fishing here, and Kuori today has been pretty rough for me. I've excuse me. I've already recorded my spin fishing episode today, and it was a very slow day. I've actually seen a bigger fish caught in chat today than on this character than I saw on in the hour I was spin fishing earlier. So we'll see what happens here. Not really holding my breath, but since we're here, I figured we got to try it. May try a couple other spots later on too, especially if it's as slow as it feels like it's going to be. I think nighttime things may pick up, so I'm hoping for common minnows. It is Sunday afternoon, so all the records just reset for weekly not too long ago. But common minnows, they're tiny fish, flies, caddisfly, worm long term. US ones have been kind of a mix of things here at Kuori, and weekly US for common minnow. Again, it's very, very early in the week. I've been few and far between, so we'll see what happens here and go from there. Might get some. They even have frogs here. I was about to say might get frogs. Yeah, so frogs. Whitefish are possible, but not likely. Rough are possible. Vindies are possible. White bream are possible. With the small hooks I got on, I would say rough and minnows are more like the fish than anything else. And frogs. Rough frogs and minnows. Then I do have a size 1 hook on that one. Love to have fish pieces. We're not there yet. That's fish pieces 50%, I think. Harvesting fish meat. Yeah, 50% bait harvesting. Plus you have to buy a knife. And basically you cut up a 1 kilo fish and get 1 piece of bait out of it, if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, then you cut up 1 kilo fish and get nothing out of it. So it's good for spin fishing, for getting rid of some of the smaller fish that you have. There's a size, I can't remember the exact size, but got to be a fish over a certain size to cut it up. You can't take a leaper and cut it up and get fish pieces, unfortunately. Later on, you can take fish and actually use them as bait to either 75 or 100% bait harvesting. 65. I was off. Yeah, I was just seeing if there's anything else. So, again, a little bit slow. Not entirely surprised. I keep looking for the schools of fish because every time I'm out here on some test characters, a lot of times doing some burbot fishing like this. Usually at night, though, there's tons of schools of fish around here. So kind of surprised I'm not seeing that right now. And one fish in 5 minutes is pretty disappointing. Could go over in this area around the campsite as well, or up over. There's a tree over there that might be good. Hide. Okay. Ah, I think I moved the float when I picked this rod up there before it was actually bit. I may have forgotten to log off at a reasonable time after the last episode, so still kind of catching up on food from that. I think I planned to come right back and ended up stepping away and leaving the house for a few minutes. The end of the last episode, so it is what it is there. Honestly, food's easy enough to catch up on. I'm not worried about it. Fortunately, wind looks like it's starting to pick up a little bit too. I'm not as used to that thin float. I think I thought there was a fish on there when there really wasn't. Kind of just looking around a little bit and seeing where some other folks have been fishing. In 109, 118 as a common spot. That's over here. And in the yeah, I can see that. I may actually move over there. leave the bottom rod here because we'll hear it if anything gets on it. You can now almost hear the bells ring across the entire lake. I've left a bottom rod out while I'm spin fishing, trolling in the boat, and been on the far side of the lake and heard it. And from here, we can probably even see the bottom rod, honestly. Yep. Definitely slower than I was hoping for today. Actually, seen some folks do bottom rod minnow fishing. Yeah, this has not been what I was hoping for. In fact, there's a good chance I throw this footage away. We'll see. Definitely want to go through the night, see what we can get there. We caught some decent roach, but not really what I was hoping for today. See a fish over on 2 nibbling. I see the float moving. Vendus. Honestly, what I thought it was just hard to see it. First Vendus on this account. They're another small fish, and that was a small one to begin with. There's some pretty good ones out there. In the past, I've actually caught a blue trophy Vendus out here before. Yeah, mainly on spin fishing. It looks like. Yeah, we got 40 gram, and that big ones are 800. I do have my floats crossed here. Rod 1 is on the right, and rod 2 is on the left from a float perspective. Just making sure there's not something on the bottom rod that I don't hear. There's times, whatever, times typically it's a burbot that would grab it and would swim towards the shore instead of away from the shore, so you don't hear the bells. That's why I'll occasionally go just take a look at it. And we'd be able to see that from here. We'd look up, and inside of the line being nice and tight like right now, it would be loose, kind of hanging like these are. And we are getting into nighttime, which is when burbot come out to feed. Usually more when the sun goes actually down. It's just starting to do at 11:30 at night, and we'll probably be back up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Decided to move over this way. There's a lot of fish over here. The rods are on the opposite sides from where they should be. Rod one's on my right. Rod two's on my left. Bottom rod's making noise. It's got a nice fish on it. We'll go pull that in a second. I want to see if the school does anything first. Doesn't look like it, so let's at least go get that burbot. At least I hope it's a burbot. If it is, it's not an amazing one. It is. Not even a marker. Go back over here to our float rods. There's a school of fish swimming around this one. Doesn't seem like any interest at all. Actually, a little further out, even. I think those are minnows. I think that's what I'm looking for. Just not showing a lot of attention. Hoping this one, this school that's swimming towards it, has no idea there's bait there. Besides, yummy, yummy worm. Looks like no interest. Or fishy fish school. Nice yummy worm right in front of you. Go grab it. Don't make me look bad to the camera. They're not going to listen. And that was too close to him, scaring him off. Well, today may be a failure. Because I'm not seeing anything. The Vendus. At least it's a reasonable Vendus for once. I do like how you can see the fish come right up and bite the hook here. Yeah, I get the feeling today is not gonna be a good. I have to poke around on some forums a little bit more. Not completely giving up on the idea of float fishing here. I don't want to try over in here. Not today. I want to be this area for prime time, 6-7 a.m. time frame. This is the way Kuori can be for me, bottom fishing or float fishing. You can either have bites left and right or just nothing. Sometimes I pull 4 or 5 burbots out a night. Here we pulled out one tiny burbot. Looks like a decent bindus. Except for as a perch. Quite look decent. Very, very, very slow down. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Doesn't seem like it's working out today. I'll call today a failure. I'll do a little bit more research and try again tomorrow. I may go over on the other side of the lake where there's more weeds and things like that. They just didn't work out. Give it another day here, and if we don't get anything decent tomorrow, probably head back over to Berg. I'll go sell my 10 silver of fish, if that. And I'm not kidding. That's probably how bad today was. The shorter episode, I know, but just not working out. 2.5 silver. Wow. That was for 50 minutes, 40 minutes. Not a good day, but that's what it's going to be for today. So I appreciate everyone watching. Sorry for the failure today, but that kind of happens. Like I said, I think either coming around this area might be a good idea or more over this way past the campsite. Campsite's over there. This part of the lake seems to be a little bit more float fishy. Again, float fishing, bottom fishing here isn't the best anyway. So I think I may try over here tomorrow. May do some poking around offline as well too. Appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hope you all have a good one. Have a better day fishing than I did. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye now.